104.1 KRBE, a Cumulus media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric, featuring Special K and Sam. It's Roula and Ryan's Rapid Fire Quiz on 104.1 KRBE.
I'm dizzy.
All right,
I'm
let the
dizzy.
games begin.
I'm already getting a head rush from all the excitement that we're about to have here for the Rapid Fire Quiz, so we can get you some fun in the sun. It is a 4-pack of tickets to Typhoon, Texas, Houston's premier water park destination, open for the summer. So fun. So here's how it works. If you're new to the show, you haven't heard us play this snarky game.
Where have you been?
Where you been? The 5 of us, it's Roula, Eric, Special K, Sam, and Ahmad, will answer questions that Ryan throws at us in a rapid sequence so that we can get points for you, the caller standing by, hoping you're going to go to Typhoon, Texas.
And Ahmad's been under the weather the last couple of days, so
Oh, you got it too.
he might,
Sunday.
he might be a little slow today. We don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Did you take some of those good antihistamines I brought along?
Yeah, did you give him some today?
That's funny. One by one, we all feel like
boom, boom, boom.
dominoes.
All right, so Drew is playing along with Sam. Cindy's playing along with Special K. Kellen is playing along with Ahmad. Rosa is with Eric. Jessica is with me.
Rosa.
And there will be two people eliminated in the first round, unless we all tie. Then another person goes out in the second round. The final 2 will play for the win. Here we go.
Eric is proudly wearing the rapid fire chain.
Yes.
Okay, so that means it'll go Kev,
Feels so
Sam,
good.
Ahmad, Rula, Eric's 75 seconds.
Yes.
There we go.
Just confirming.
You guys ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Did the Coliseum get filled with water?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we know
did.
that.
He gets a question.
We learned that from
But
our
they
texters.
didn't-
Thanks,
It
Dave.
happened
didn't
in the
bring in
movie,
giant
Kev, so
ships
obviously
with
it's
killer
legit.
sharks.
Well, they actually had water in the Coliseum. Who knew? Okay, that's not a real question. Let's
Duh.
go.
No.
Could be.
Okay, here we go, Kevin. In 3, 2, 1. Kevin, the character Uncle Baby Billy is played by what actor?
Walter Coggins.
Sam, black gold is a nickname for what substance?
Crack cocaine.
Ahmad, how many creatures or what small creatures spread Lyme disease?
Ticks.
Roula, how many Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movies have there been?
With this new one, 6.
Eric, the actor who played Norm on Cheers passed away yesterday. What was his name?
George went.
Kevin, a small sharp piece of wood that gets stuck in your skin is called what?
Splinter.
Sam, which member of the Roula and Ryan show was recently dumped by his fiance?
Ryan!
Ahmad, who painted the Sistine Chapel?
Ooh, the Greeks.
Roula.
Should've been.
Okay. Seoul is the capital of what Asian country?
South Korea.
Eric, Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams star in this Nicholas Sparks film.
Oh my God, I just forgot the name of it. Oh my
Kevin,
God. Oh my
last
God.
night was the season finale of The Voice. What season number was it?
15.
All right, Sam, name of the San Antonio NBA team.
The Spurs.
Ahmad, was Julius Caesar before or after
Time.
Jesus?
Time.
After.
No time. No
Before.
Time. All right.
Wow, you
we
guys
did not
missed a
perform
lot.
well there.
All right, so
We did not perform well there.
you
No.
just squeaked under with Walton Coggins,
Was it Coggins or
it's
Goggins?
Goggins.
It's Goggins. We
It
didn't
is
even get that.
Goggins.
but it's
Yeah.
spelled
But you gotta say it
C-O-G-G-I-N-S.
Wait a
Oh,
second.
no.
No, I
It's
gave
spelled
him
Wait
with
a
a
second.
I
C.
swear it's like
spelled with a
Walton
C.
I've
Goggins.
never
It's
heard
really
of
like-
G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan, are you sure it's not with a G?
No, it's with a C.
Roula, can we fact check real quick?
I will
fact
fact
What
check
are we
me right
looking
now.
at?
Only because when he was on SNL, I remember
I'll give it to
seeing
him.
them post
Coggins.
it.
Ask her,
Ryan,
give
you
it
can
to him.
ask Siri, but
There
you're
it
just-
is. Walt Coggins. C-O-G-G-I-N-S.
Yeah, but he pronounces it different than.
C-O-G-G.
Okay.
I say he gets
Goggins.
it.
Wait, the
Got it.
guy
He knew-
from
He knew who
Baby
it was.
Billy?
Yeah, from Righteous
Uncle Baby
Gemstones.
Billy.
You know the guy that does the.
Walton?
It's
Do you have the
Walton
soundbite?
Walton.
Goggins.
Goggins.
He
With
said
a
goes
G.
by
Walt
Goggins.
also.
Oh, he said Walter?
Yes, you said
No.
Walton.
Walter Coggins.
Stop. I'm letting him have it, okay?
That's not the answer.
What?
I said
No, because
Butler,
if
y'all
it
didn't
was
give it to me.
Roula, yeah,
he
if it
said
was
Walt
Roula.
Coggins.
If it was me, y'all would nail me and not give me that
Did he
point.
say
I'm just
Walter?
letting you know.
Yes.
He did.
I thought it was Walter.
I've
as
heard
well.
him go by Walt and Walton.
Sorry,
It's
Kev.
Walton.
It's Walton.
Nope. Take away a point.
So one
Black
point,
gold
Kevin.
is the nickname for oil. You got that one
Oh,
wrong. There's
no.
been
I
8.
said crack
This new
cocaine.
Mission Impossible is number 8.
Wow, you really want
dang,
that one?
That's 8. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
8 Mission Impossibles. Jeez.
Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel.
But thanks for giving the Greeks the credit. It's the Notebook, Eric, that's going to torture you.
Yeah.
Last night was the season finale of The Voice. It was season 27.
I knew
was
it was a
hard.
high
Adam
number.
David was the
Yeah.
winner.
Okay, so
27, that's
did
nuts.
Kev get 2 points or
So
1
Kev
point?
got 1.
Okay,
Sam
so
got 2.
I got 2.
We all have 1. Sam picks which 2 of us
Dang
goes.
it.
Because Sam got 2 points. Everybody else has
the person
one.
that doesn't like confrontation.
Wait, I have
two.
to eliminate 2
Pick
people?
2 out. 2 out. We've already wasted so much time. Go quick.
Okay, sorry.
Rip the Band-Aid
Eric,
off.
because he's wearing the rapid fire
She wants to.
necklace. I almost said belt. And then Roula, because you always
Eric
feel
and
like-
Roula are out.
Yeah.
You don't give me a chance, girl.
Check out the heavyweights.
I'm the one
Okay.
got your
Well
back in this
played.
room,
So,
girl.
I know. I'm sorry. So that means
You go to labor,
Roula's
you know who's
either-
catching that baby
She
in
doesn't
here.
get
It's
10.
me.
By the way, she does. The 10-point thing is over.
Really?
Okay, so it's going to be Kev, Sam, and then Ahmad is the order. Are
Okay.
you doing 60 seconds or 75?
60.
Okay,
60.
I'm trying. Sorry. trying to
Ahmad
keep
ran out of
track.
time to answer his. Do we make him go first?
Oh, okay.
It's up to y'all.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine.
Ahmad-
I'm sorry.
Ahmad ran
I'm
out of
sorry.
time,
Okay,
so
so,
it's
it'll be
Ahmad.
Ahmad,
Yeah.
Kevin, then Sam.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry about that.
You ready, guys?
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah, good idea. Okay, here we go. Whenever you're ready. Sorry.
All right, here we go, Ahmad. In 3, 2, 1. Ahmad, Kaylee Rose Amstutz sings Good Luck Babe. What is her stage name?
Chaperone.
Kevin, a molded stick with a fuse containing nitroglycerin.
Dynamite.
Sam, a lazy person who watches TV on the sofa all day is called what?
I couch potato.
Ahmad, who wrote We Are the Champions?
Queen.
Kevin, Sunmaid sells what kind of fruit in these little red boxes?
Raisins.
Sam, Big Bird, Elmo, and Bert and Ernie stream on this Netflix show.
Sesame Street.
Ahmad, what did Darth Vader chop off of Luke?
His arm?
Kevin,
Nerd.
Lorena Bobbitt chopped this off her husband.
His dangus.
Sam, Brad Pitt and Ed Norton do a lot of punching in this film.
Fight Club.
Ahmad, green dirt substance picked out of noses.
Boogers.
Kevin, what is hotter, a ghost pepper or a jalapeno?
A ghost pepper.
Sam, Helen of Troy had a face that launched 1,000 what?
I don't even know what that question is. But
Ships. Yeah.
What was the question?
Helen of Troy had a face that launched
Hell
1,000.
Troy?
Helen of
Troy.
Helen of Troy.
Yes.
Got it.
She started the Trojan War. Is
Thank
what they
you.
say.
Okay,
Kevin,
well-
you have 4. Everyone else has 3. You got to pick.
Oh, yeah.
Who's
you
out,
do.
Sam or Ahmad?
Yeah.
Probably
Sam
the
the
person
last
with
chance.
10 wins.
No, she's about to have a baby. This might be the last chance we're going to hear her
Oh,
on
you
Rapid
can-
Fire
you
Quiz.
can have
I
me
would just,
sit
I'm
out.
just saying, because it's kind of fun.
But she does have 10 wins.
She's going to be
Yeah.
out for
She
the
has
rest
10
of
wins.
who
So,
knows when.
I mean, where's that bring her up to right now?
She'll have 11 then.
Oh.
Not that big of a deal.
All right. Well, she kept me in, so. Yeah.
About as many chances.
By the way, Darth
Sam's got-
Vader chopped
Ahmad's
up
got all
Luke's
summer to
hand.
win.
Wait,
It was
hold
his
on.
hand.
I'm being advocated against right now.
Yeah, you are.
I'm
You
not
are.
even.
You
You're
have
going to be
3
here all
wins.
summer, Ahmad. We got
True.
plenty of quizzes.
You
with
don't
you.
have to have
True.
me in
Go
there.
ahead, Sam.
You have 3 wins, Ahmad, this
So
year.
what is the
Okay.
final lineup? Is it Kevin, Sam?
Kevin and Sam.
Okay, Kev, you go first because I didn't get the Trojan boat horse question.
It's Helen
Helen
of
of Troy had a face that
With the
launched
ships.
1,000 ships.
You've never heard that
The
phrase?
face that
famous
launched
phrase.
1,000 ships, which, by the way, if
You
your
have to
name
get-
is Helen, it's
yeah.
your name day today, because my daughter's name is Eleni,
was
so it's a
like,
big
what
holiday.
is
You have to
We're
show up to
celebrating.
school, Ahmad, to learn these things.
Helen of
I
Troy.
know, and I didn't. I just
Sam
showed up
is
for
good.
participation points. All right, but who's still in the final, Eric? So shut it.
All right, let's
Ooh.
go. Let's go.
glad to
Finals,
see you,
Sam and
stand
Kevin.
up.
Yeah.
Who goes
Good point.
first? Who goes first?
Kevin does.
Okay.
Because
let's go.
I didn't get my last question
That's right, the
correct.
ships. Let's
Yeah.
go. The
All right,
ships.
here we go, Kevin. In 3, 2, 1. Kevin, artist Claude Monet was from what country?
France.
Sam, treating your hair with a chemical to make it curl is called getting a what?
A perm.
Kevin, Nevermind the Bollocks is the debut album from this famous punk band.
This, I don't know.
Sam, chemical used to whiten clothing is called what?
Bleach.
Uh-oh.
Kevin, purple dinosaur that sings I love you.
Barney.
Sam, what kind of whiskey does Jim Beam make? Kevin,
Oh, wow.
What
netting.
kind of question is that?
Bourbon.
It's bourbon.
Oh.
Kevin, netting the wall is a term used by what kind of athletes? Hitting the wall.
Basketball.
No, I'm sorry. I screwed that question
yeah,
up.
like,
I should give you
I
another
would've
one.
said
Give me another
Baseball.
question, quick.
Yeah, go.
Kevin, what is the largest pizza chain in America?
Domino's.
Sam, what's up, Doc, is a catchphrase from what cartoon character?
Bugs Bunny.
Kevin, what color blood is a term for a royal person?
Blue.
Sam, a farmer keeps his tractor in the...
Oh, no time.
wins!
Extra seconds for all that ridiculousness.
Yeah, I screwed up because
ridiculous.
there was a typo on
Come on,
that.
that's
It's
a
too
long
bad.
time on that
That
We
is
should have
too
another 10
bad.
seconds.
Well, I'm not playing your
That
song.
was not
Yeah.
fair.
Too bad you're sick.
Sorry. I apologize for this.
blankery with that
Big
timing.
typo.
Just for fun, give her a question just to see if she would.
Sam, a farmer keeps his tractor and hay in what kind of building?
A barn.
See, you
Yes.
would have tied.
Yeah.
If we had
Sam,
more time.
who is Maverick's partner
Actually,
and
we
best
don't-
friend in Top Gun?
You don't keep your tractor in a barn; you keep it in the shed.
Well, but people were going to
Well,
say
most people
barn.
I
would say
know, but
barn.
most people would figure that out.
I'm so glad I went second, though, because Kevin's questions were
Eric's
hard.
going for authenticity.
Kevin gets the victory.
All right, sorry guys.
Yeah,
take that, Coggins.
You were close, Sam.
He did have one point taken away from him. I don't know if that was justified, but
Oh, I mean, it wasn't even the right name either way.
Right, the whole thing
That
was
was a
right.
hard
Okay, it's
And
over.
Sam got robbed on that Jim Beam question. You can't put the word whiskey in that question.
Right,
you should say,
that's
It's a
what
bourbon
kind
whiskey.
of alcohol is that, right? Because isn't
it's a
bourbon different
it's
than
a
a
bourbon
whiskey?
whiskey.
Yeah, but I'm like, do you
I
want it
literally
rye?
pulled
Like, I
this
didn't
from one of the
understand.
Trivial Pursuit
It's fine,
games, and
whatever.
that was word
From
for word.
1984, you dusted off the box?
No, it's not from 1984. My God,
If I pulled those from '84,
that was not.
The word,
It's
the fact
the
that you
latest.
said the phrase "Trivial Pursuit" just
Yes.
tells us everything we need to
Triple
know.
Pursuit is the old one. That's
No,
like
it was from 2024.
stuff from the '30s.
Oh my God, yeah.
No kidding. All right, coming up next, we are going to ask this question. How did you stupidly injure yourself? Part 2. Yesterday, Eric and I were walking into the next door studio, and instead of pushing the door open, I put my leg up to see how high could you put your leg up to press the door open. And Eric did it, and he goes, ah. And then what happened later in the
And then
day?
I took a nap for an hour. I woke up and I can't walk on my hip on my left side. I get in my truck. I try to pull myself
Eric.
in. I think that's where I got injured.
He
There's no way
pulled a hammy,
That's like I got injured laying on my left side sleeping.
and it's going
Got a
around on
sleep
his
injury?
hip bone.
But I think it's like a nerve or something. I
Like the
don't
ball
know.
socket's out of place or something.
Yeah, something. Not my balls, but I think it's a nerve.
833-390 KRVE is our phone number. Tell us how you stupidly injured yourself. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Back to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Okay, the question is, how have you stupidly injured yourself? And you're just like, I cannot believe that just happened.
You
I
mean
cannot
like
believe that just happened.
Fall down the stairs on 8 different occasions.
Like the woman who called in earlier and said, you know, she was put her son to bed, and then her leg was asleep. And she goes, well, let me
yeah.
just keep walking anyway. I got to get out of his bedroom because her leg was numb. She fell and she sprained her ankle.
For it's like 6 months.
Yeah, 5 months of an ankle injury because
Now,
of her leg fell
At first, when
asleep.
we did this, I told my story. Then we had like a bunch of guys calling in.
And she was
How's
the
it
only
looking
girl.
right now? If you look at the
Let's
phones.
see, guy.
We are the dumber of the species.
Guy. Girl. A texter sent in a thing. I said, are you a man or a woman? Guy.
I say
Yeah.
about 80% of these dumb injuries are by dudes.
Okay, I'm going to start with this girl one, though, because we're about to get into the summer vibe. If you might wear this shoe year round, but especially Memorial Day weekend kicks off the summertime.
Oh, yeah.
It's an important public service announcement. Also, a story. How did you stupidly injure yourself? Trinity's up first. Good morning, Trinity.
Good morning.
Hey, Trinity.
How did you injure yourself in a dumb way?
I'm the type of person I will hold my pee until the very last minute.
You mean you're a woman?
So did that.
You're just a woman.
Yep,
We
I
just
will
do
do
this.
that.
Yeah.
And I was running across the room to go to the bathroom, tripped on a flip flop, and I fractured my ankle.
Ow.
You were
Flip-flop.
wearing the flip flop, or there was one in your way?
No, she was running and she tripped.
There was one in the way.
Okay, I thought you were
ran
wearing it.
over it.
Yeah, you just ran over the flip flop
My apologies.
and
Wow.
fractured your ankle. Because I was thinking you
Oh,
were
yeah.
wearing it. Because I've heard flip flops are the most
Right.
dangerous
Quick
shoes to
question:
wear.
Did
And
you
then it
pee?
gets stuck
Did
in
you
her
pee
ear.
yourself, or were you able to pull yourself up in the pain and go pee?
Good question.
I made it.
You made it.
Wow,
But
that's impressive.
I knew that I messed up because I knew as soon as I sat down, it was
Yeah.
just my ankle just.
Throbbing and
Oh.
swollen.
That's the worst pain.
Wow. How long did that injury last? Like, what was the recovery time? Did you have surgery or anything, or what did you need? Just wrapped it up?
I didn't have surgery, but I did get it wrapped up. It took a few weeks or like a month or so.
Oh,
And then you
my
got to explain to
goodness.
everybody. Yeah, I
Jeez.
tripped over a flip flop. It's like,
Tripped
oh, it's embarrassing.
over a flip flop for real. Okay, Trinity, thank you for sharing your story, but also even she wasn't wearing the flip flop, but those
No.
are the most dangerous shoes in the summertime.
Wonder if it was her kids.
People
or
slip
if it
on-
was hers.
Yeah, slip on the flip flops.
yeah.
I've seen people at nail salons leaving in the flip flops, their
Oh
own
my
flip flops,
gosh.
and they slip on
Yes.
the tile in
Yes.
the nail salon,
Yes.
and they fall.
Yeah.
Ow.
Plus,
Yeah.
it's not good to drive with those things.
Right, because he
They
gets
get
caught
wet-
under the pedal.
wedged under there, and all of a sudden,
Yes, yes, flip flops are very dangerous. Okay, so just be careful this summer season. All right, we're asking the stupid ways that you hurt yourself. Victor is up next. Hi, Victor. Good morning.
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Hi,
Morning, Victor.
What's a stupid way you injured yourself, Victor?
All right. So back in 2012, myself and some friends were hanging out at a little quarry on our side of town. And, we were under the influence. And some of us had to go home. And I really wanted this friend not to go home, so I was being stupid, and he got in his car. I got in his on top of his hood, and he told me to get off, and I wouldn't, and he started driving.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, my God. Like, how fast?
That sounds so familiar.
Well, honestly, I have no idea, but it was fast enough. I was actually about to slip, and he wasn't going to slow down, and I was actually scared that I was going to get ran over.
Right.
Yeah.
So I had a choice. Either I get ran over or I jump off. So
You jumped off.
I jumped off and I rolled, and I ended up breaking my wrist. I did not know this at the time. I ended up breaking my wrist, broke 4 different bones, and tore a giant part of my ligament
In your wrist. Oh, Lord.
in my wrist.
Did your friend stop, or did he just keep going home? Did he stop and?
I think he just went home.
Oh, that's a jerk
Oh,
friend.
man. Well, he probably didn't know that you were hurt.
But
He's
you
like, I
fell off the
car.
hood.
Fell off the hood? You're going to stop and check your friend?
There's some dirt on it.
Wait, were there other friends there to, like, rally around you and help you, Victor? Or your friend that ditched you?
Well, there were other friends there, but that's the thing, though. I could move my wrist, I could move my fingers. I had no idea it was broken.
Because you were drunk. Because you were drunk.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, it did hurt, but like I said, I didn't even know it was broken. Even the next morning, I showed my mom, and my mom being Hispanic and all, I was like, no, it's fine, it looks fine. Okay,
That's what
Mom.
every parent says.
Well,
Yep, all parents.
yeah. 2 days later, it was still hurting, and this time it was swollen. So I went to urgent care. They took X-rays, and they're like, "Yeah, it's you need to go see a special hand doctor."
Oh, God,
and,
that's the worst.
Dr. Giovanni.
Yep, of course, Giovanni, the best
Actually,
in the biz.
Victor,
And,
we've done an entire segment, Victor, of parents who were ashamed that they didn't believe their kids. And they had such guilt over, like your mom would probably be like, "Oh my God, Victor, it's broken in 4 places.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
what'd
so
your mom
sorry."
do after she told you?
Or after you told her it's broken in 4
You didn't
places.
believe, and she didn't believe you.
actually, she actually got even more mad that I had had surgery.
Oh.
What?
Well, because you did something stupid
Yep.
and costing her
Oh, yeah.
money.
I would have told her the truth. I would have said something else.
There's actually more to the story because, they asked me how it happened. My insurance actually asked me how it happened, and I lied. And it's like, oh, I tripped and fell off the curb at Walmart. Not knowing this, the insurance wanted to go after Walmart and sued.
No.
Oh, gosh.
Jeez.
You got yourself into it.
And you had no cameras. There's no, what did you do then? Change your story again?
Exactly. So, I eventually I had to tell them the truth because I didn't know that's what they were trying to do. I was just making something up, and it's like, so I finally told my parents, like, yeah, I was being stupid and being drunk, and I was swimming at the quarry, and I got on a friend's car and I jumped off.
Wow. How's your wrist now?
No, it's good though.
Good
The
mobility?
funny thing is, the doctor told me I wouldn't have full function of my hand ever again, but I can do push-ups, I can do pull-ups, I can
Nice.
still fly an airplane.
Oh, flying
Nice.
Oh, you're a
airplane.
pilot.
That's a whole other story, Victor. We don't have time for because I'm going to lose all my
call us
calls.
back sometime. We'd like to
But
hear
hang
about
on.
that.
Thank you. Or go to the listener line, 713-278-VENT. Give us some good pilot stories. We're asking stupid ways you hurt
This
yourself.
just sounds so familiar. Like, that's what boys
you're not-
do. No.
We gotta go. No topic.
No.
Okay,
Go.
listen. Stacy
I
has
never
a story
forget when I did that.
involves
No, I
a
never did
frozen
anything like that.
Snickers bar.
Ooh,
It involves a frozen Snickers
I love
bar.
frozen
Okay.
stickers.
How did
Oh.
you stupidly injure yourself, Stacy? Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Morning.
What'd you do with the Snickers bar?
Good morning. The first time I broke my tooth was walking down as a teenager, about in junior high. I was walking down some stairs carrying one of the big old boom bops, and I slipped, and it hit me in the face.
Oh.
That's the first time I broke it.
Ugh.
Like a
And
front
I've been
tooth?
dealing with that darn tooth ever since.
Oh, yeah. Rolla has a good question.
Is it the front one?
Yes, the very
Okay.
front one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, when you go into a black light and it's just a build up on it, it's not a veneer or a cap or anything. You can see that it's broken when you go into black light.
That's funny.
Why am I licking my teeth right now?
Different materials.
Ouch.
Okay, so you said that's the first time you broke your
Right.
tooth. Then what happened?
Yes, the second time was trying to eat frozen Snickers bar. Don't ever do that. You'll break your real teeth.
Yikes.
Was it the
Same
same
tooth?
tooth or different tooth?
It's the same tooth. I've been dealing with this darn tooth all of my life.
Have you ever gotten it capped?
Good lordy.
Oh my gosh.
It's got a veneer on it right now, so you
Okay.
can't see it in the dark.
And do you remember? Do you remember what you were rocking in that boombox at that time?
No, I was just carrying it down the stairs.
Oh, you
It
weren't even
Wasn't
listening.
wasn't on.
Darn, not even a fun song to connect
man.
it. So is there a third time you broke that same tooth?
I have broken it one time, 2 other times, I think. The other time was I was going to the bathroom, bent down to pull up my pants, and hit my face on the bathroom cabinet, and it broke it again.
Oh, my
God, you poor
gosh, girl.
thing.
You cannot be left alone.
That tooth was
You just
cursed.
need like a mouthpiece
How small is this
24/7.
bathroom? How'd you do?
Well, if the cabinet's in front of you, think how
Could've been a
small
half
it is.
bath.
Or if you're like bending
the
to wipe
toilet is in front of the
and-
sink,
yeah,
and
there's
those tiny little half
Ow,
baths.
my teeth hurt.
So
Oh
when
my
you
God,
go
me
to
too.
a nightclub with a veneer, does it
Girl.
does your tooth look different than the rest when you
Or
smile?
A haunted house.
No, the veneer actually is really better than any of the other things I've had. The buildup is the reason why it kept coming off, is because it was just a buildup, and it's not glued. I mean, it's glued to the very edge of your tooth, right?
Wow, 3
But the-
times, 4 times,
But
5
no,
times.
yeah, the last time I did this is the craziest one. I was eating mashed potatoes,
Yeah, that's easy.
and for some reason, my jaw just clenched onto my fork, and it came off.
Like jaw lock?
Oh, my
you clamp
God.
down.
You got some weird
got
injuries.
lockjaw and
That's
took off the
crazy.
veneer.
I think you just like those potatoes. You're like,
Just wear a mouth guard 24/7
Wow.
and
That's-
fingers crossed.
It's the weirdest
Really
thing when you get
something.
veneers because they file it down to a little
Oh,
nub.
God.
And
Sticks
then
in there.
they just glue it on.
I want a frozen Snickers now.
That does
No
sound
They
good.
actually have ice cream Snicker bars.
That's
right. I've
what
had those.
Those are
But
amazing.
the frozen
Those are
Snickers,
really
like in the
good.
gas stations, because if they leave them out, they get too in a
Yeah.
hot summer day.
Right. No, get the ice cream ones, though, and then you won't have that issue.
It'll melt.
We have lots of women calling,
Worth
Eric.
it. Oh,
Lots
yeah.
of women
See,
calling
women
about how
doing
they
stupid things like us
injured
men.
themselves. Hi, Crystal. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. Tell us how you stupidly injured yourself. Good morning.
Good morning. How
Morning.
are you guys?
Hey, we're
Pretty good.
fine.
Hey.
So, what'd you hurt?
I hurt my foot, and I have never broken a bone in my body, so this was so silly because I was on my way to start a run with my boyfriend, and we were like, oh, let's just run in the neighborhood. Well, his neighborhood is older, and I blame it on this because the road is like arched in the middle, and then it sways like down, so it's kind of like a little hill on the
I know what you're
on
talking
the
about.
road.
Okay.
Yeah, something like if you're 2 people side by side, it's hard to run side by side or walk.
It's not flat,
Because
straight.
one of you is kind of on that little curve. Because the street curves. Okay.
Yeah, so we're blaming it on the street, but
Okay.
to be fair, there was also like I was wearing Nike shoes, the Vapor Maxes.
Okay.
What are
And
those? Are they
those
got
are the
like-
ones. Yes, they're the ones that have like the air bubbles on the bottom. So on top of that, I didn't even have any stability.
Oh, man.
And then, so we go to run. I take my first step. I'm telling you, like we just started, and I land on my foot sideways, and I end up fracturing a tiny bone in my foot. Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst. How long was that? Did you need surgery, a cast,
Or a
a
walking
boot for
boot?
months? What was the recovery or what was the consequence?
The podiatrist was just like, oh, actually, since it's so small and like we can't really do anything about it, you just have to continue like just living your normal life, exercising, and eventually it'll go away.
What?
It'll go away. But they were just like,
How much that
because they
cost?
were like, if you hold it still, the blood flow is not going to heal it. So they were like, you need to like keep moving and being a normal person. And I was like, okay. It wasn't painful, but my foot swelled up like crazy because
Sure.
you know, there was a fracture in there. It was it felt really silly though because I would just have like a super bruised up foot and everyone was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, I just tried to run.
Tried to run.
Trying to run.
Tried to
Try to get some
run.
exercise.
Crystal, thanks for sharing your story.
Hand and foot pain is the worst, don't you think?
I'll be thinking about that when I see curved streets again. I'm like, oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's not
absolutely.
good. Richard's up next. How did you stupidly injure yourself? 833-390-KRBE. Hi, Richard. Good morning.
What's up, y'all?
Hi.
Hey, Richard, what'd you hurt?
Not actually me. Actually, I was in there about 2 or 3 weeks ago taking pictures with you guys. This is my wife.
Wait,
About
we met you at the lobby, I think. Did we meet you at the lobby?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
He's
Yes.
the one that he's the one that was on. He's clean and sober now, and he did it cold
Yes.
turkey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Cold turkey.
Yeah.
You're
It sounds
clean and
like,
sober cold
what?
turkey.
How'd you pull that off?
Yes, Richard. Yes, we met
Tough.
Richard in the lobby here at KRBE. Took a picture next to Spider-Man. So tell us what your wife did.
Okay, so we was in the backyard at our old house probably about 10 years ago, and we were having a little party, but there was kids there, and she was playing with the grandkids, and she decided to show them that she was going to do a running cartwheel.
Nice.
At
So
what
when
age?
she
Hold on. What
did-
age was your wife? Like I don't know, 20.
So she was probably 45 then.
45 years old wants to do a running cartwheel. That is a bold move.
Yeah.
Yep. That takes
Yeah,
guts.
she did it. She did it, and she landed it.
Wow.
And she also landed in the hospital because her, what is it, tibia
Okay.
The tibia hit so hard that it cracked the femur. And she had to have, the surgery goes down from her knee all the way down to her ankle. You see the scar.
My
Good Lord.
gosh.
This is why you do not try this as an adult, people. We
once
are
you're over-
not nimble.
Yeah. Over 35,
when you
do
break
not
your
do
femur,
this
they
stuff
have to
anymore.
put a
My Lord, how
titanium
long was
rod
that
in.
recovery, Richard? What did they have to do to her to get her back to good?
Well, actually, the actual first scar goes about halfway down the leg. The second scar down by the ankle, they had to take some kind of bone out of there to fill in up here. And she actually got up after that, knew something was wrong, and started walking. Took about 4 or 5 steps, and then she went straight back down.
Yeah,
and then we knew
you can't walk
something not right.
Man, that's
So femur is the thigh bone, tibia is the lower leg bone, and she cracked all the way down. Holy smokes. This is why we don't do this. Also, Richard's story stuck with me because remember he said, I used to take like 40 Vicodin a day and I just stopped cold turkey. He was addicted to Vicodin. He got himself clean and sober off that for all these years. Proud of you, Richard. Proud of you. Okay, thanks for listening to the show. Oh, gosh. Hold on. Let me see. That was line 4 and it's stuck. It's stuck. Hold on. Let me unstick it. Okay. We're asking, how did you stupidly injure yourself? Where are we going to go with this one? Oh, God. Let's go. Sarah, another girl. A lot of girls today.
I like that.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Rula.
Hey, welcome to the Roula and Ryan show. There, tell us how you stupidly injured yourself,
hey guys.
Sarah.
Hi, Eric, everybody.
Hey. So what'd you hurt?
So, my thumb.
Your thumb.
We went, my husband was at work, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to build my bookshelf today. So I went to Home Depot, got all this stuff. I mean, I was sawing wood. Could have hurt myself in the simplest ways by sawing wood, but no. I started drilling the screws into the wood to So I was putting the shelf on the support.
Yeah.
And I was screwing them down.
Yeah.
And it was stripping the screws. And I'm like getting so mad. And I ended up just grabbing my thumb and I pushed on the bottom of the screw that I had just stripped, not knowing that when you strip a screw, it gets burning hot.
Super hot. Oh, my God. And
I got a 3rd-degree burn on my thumb.
Oh, my God. Not from sawing wood,
Starts
not
to
from
bubble.
drilling into the support, from touching the hot screw.
What kind of treatment do you get for that?
Band-Aid.
Mustard.
I had a first aid kit at home with burn cream and everything, so I did that at first. And then once it got swollen and stuff, I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to have to go see a doctor.
Yeah, 3rd degree is going to take the skin off.
Do you look at that bookshelf now?
Yeah,
You just get mad.
it started peeling off.
I'd be so mad at that bookshelf. I'd be like, screw you, bookshelf.
Why is it we get so angry at inanimate objects?
Oh, yeah.
You just can't be mad at yourself.
I get so mad at inanimate objects all the time.
But you did finish it, right? You can use the bookshelf.
Yeah,
you did finish it?
Yeah, I finished it. My husband came home, pulled the strip screw out, and finished it for me.
That was my next question. How'd you get that screw
upset.
out? Because that could be a B
With
in
their
itself.
rubber band trick.
Wow. What's that?
Apparently, he has a tool that gets them out. I was like, okay, well, I didn't know
it's a
that.
reverse.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do.
There's a
TikTok,
special
they'll see
tool.
something you can do, drill into it too, and pull it out.
Yeah, you drill into the screw.
Well, y'all go
we
to the
strip
listener
all
line
ours.
because I got plenty of calls. Although all the lines are full of how we stupidly injure ourselves at 713-278-VENT. Especially you, Stephanie. She dislocated her legs just from having them crossed too long sitting in the chair.
What?
Wow.
I need to know more about how that
my
happens to you. How
gosh.
long were you sitting in that chair with your legs crossed? My goodness. Stupid ways we've injured ourselves.
That sucks.
All right, coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, guys, there are movies that have emotionally destroyed us. And we were
Emotional
too young to
damage.
know the emotional damage was coming our way. A couple of these are movies you'd seen as an adult, but most of them are when you were a kid. So we need to offset parents who, like Sam has a 2-year-old and about to have a second one. You cannot let your children watch these
Princess Bride, I
movies.
saw that, it was on TV yesterday, and that giant rat
Oh, my
thing.
God.
Oh, yeah, and
It was
the
biting
forest.
them, attacking them. Oof.
All right, the movies that emotionally destroyed us. Find out what they are next in Scoop on KRV.
To H-Town.
Celebrity Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas, and we've got something for you adults out there who own homes with HVAC systems that may or may not have ever been tuned up. It's a free tune-up. Courtesy of Air Innovations Heating and Cooling. They're celebrating their 20th year in business, so call her 10-833-390-KRBE. You get an HVAC tune-up courtesy of Air Innovations.
That's a really big deal. It's a cool thing to have. You will not believe how much better your house feels.
The filter is dirty. The filter is dirty. All right, movies that emotionally destroyed us.
So we didn't know it at the time, but they subliminally kind of
Give me an
traumatized
example.
us.
Pick a few. Let me see what.
I said some of them are animated features so that when you were a kid, you'd even know it was coming and it altered your life as an adult. Others, you're an adult and you're like, whoa.
Okay.
So I'll go with the first one that's an easy go-to. All dogs go to heaven. Hello. It's about
Is that
dogs
the
going
death
to
of a
heaven.
pet? What year was that one?
1989. It's a cartoon.
Okay.
Next one, Up from 2009.
Oh, yeah. that-
Emotionally destroyed.
Well, the first 5 minutes. That's so sad.
Coco from 2017 is on the list, but I don't know why. I've seen that so many times and I think it's cute, but why are you emotionally destroyed? Because you don't realize people
Is that the one where they
die?
go? He goes to.
What's the premise?
The premise of Coco is
His grandpa or
if
something?
you don't have the picture of your loved one on the Day of the Dead to celebrate the life of the loved one's soul dies.
What?
Like Coco crosses over into the land of the dead, basically like heaven, but not
Okay.
heaven. And so
Did he die or did?
he's alive in that land, but if he does, and he
I mean, in
finds
real life,
his,
Coco, the
something
person.
happened to him in the.
no, Coco's fine in the movie. He doesn't die. The dog, there's no dog that dies.
So he just ends up going over there.
It's the grandpa that was like like what's the word? He was
Ostracized?
shunned. He was shunned because of whatever reason, and they don't because they say he left. He was actually spoiler alert. The movie's from 2017. Should I tell you? But no, just find out for
8
yourself.
years
Yeah,
ago.
you'll find out.
Okay.
Anyway, I didn't feel emotionally destroyed from Coco, but that made the list for people.
No.
For adult movies, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind from 2004 emotionally
That's-
destroyed people.
I would not tell Ryan to watch that one because
That's
when I was
not-
going through breakup, that was a tough one to watch.
That's
'Cause
Kate Winslet, Jim Carrey.
He gets hooked up on this machine to like erase all his
Remember.
memories with Kate Winslet.
Oh.
Now, Eternal Sunshine means they only kept the happy memories, or
I can't
all
remember
memories
the whole thing.
total are
I just,
erased.
I just remember watching. The music was really good, and it's
Because who was it? Who is it? Kelly Clarkson has a line in one of her songs like that, "Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind," in one of her newer songs at post divorce.
I don't
he
think I
couldn't
could
take it anymore.
I-
He wanted those out. To
Yeah.
The company, Mark Garofalo, is that his name?
Yeah,
Mark Garofalo?
Yeah, he was in it, I believe. I haven't seen that movie in 20 years, but
Yeah,
I
it's from
remember
2004.
people
Mark
watching it when you break
Ruffalo
up.
or Mark?
Ruffalo or the whole
Mark
Ruffalo.
Ruffalo. You're thinking Janine Garofalo. Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, Ruffalo.
Kate
that's it.
Winslet and Jim Carrey star in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Well, thank you for
Don't
telling
watch-
me to steer clear right
Don't
now.
watch that one.
Well, I'm
oh,
like,
how about this one?
Yeah, it's like your
what he
funeral.
did, like when my dad died, he tells me to watch this movie.
Was
with
it Big
Zach
Fish?
Braff.
No, it was Big Fish is awesome.
Okay, because
That
Big
is a
Fish is
good
on the
movie.
list about destroying
I
you.
love that movie.
It was Garden State.
Oh God! It was
Okay,
so
what's
depressing. He
Big
just
Fish
lost a
about that
parent.
it's on the list for movies that emotionally destroyed
His
us?
dad is a big time storyteller. He's always like, I caught a fish the size of this room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He could really I met these people, and he really Dan DeVito's in
It's
it.
a really poignant, beautiful.
He's a real
story.
descriptive
It's a guy
storyteller.
from the morning show. The
Steve Carell?
Billy Crudup or
Oh,
Really? Yeah,
he's
yeah,
very-
yeah.
names. I just
Yeah,
know.
he's with Naomi Watts.
But it's all about his dad, and it's really
Billy
heartwarming.
Crudup.
If you lost
Yeah.
your dad, that's one to watch.
But then why does it say it emotionally destroys you? I guess because you're just sad about your
It's
dad.
just heartbreaking. I mean,
Okay.
if emotionally destroyed is just
because they
it can
didn't have
mean
a good
lot of different
relationship
things.
until the end, and
Okay.
and it's kind of weird with a fish.
The number one movie on the list, guys, is an animated feature from 1981, and it's not Bambi because that didn't come out in 81. But everyone's traumatized from Bambi's mother being shot.
Yes.
It's Fox and the Hound.
Oh, yeah. People
don't
were
remember
texting
that.
that.
Fox and the Hound, and the reason that makes the list is because there's abandonment of an animal. There's a lot of animal sadness in
Yeah.
Fox and the Hound.
Weren't they best
Hounds.
friends,
gonna
and then
watch
they had to
that
be
then.
enemies?
I'm a fox. I'm a hound dog.
Well,
And they're-
sounds
they're
like I
not-
should steer clear of that one too. Abandonment. I don't need that.
And also, I want to throw this to you guys. DoesTheDogDie.com is a website you can go to,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll show you all the trigger warnings of any movie where there is a dog that dies or is in pain or is abandoned,
Oh,
so that you don't
gosh.
watch the movie
Okay.
or you're prepared. Because a lot of people cannot handle. They
Right.
cannot
I
handle.
can't
to see a
believe
dog
like
die.
Marley and Me is not on.
You know
that.
what's on the list, or should be on the list? Someone just texted.
Which one?
About Time.
Oh, yeah.
Now that
I
one.
love that movie.
Because I always think about when I see my kids on the beach or I'm doing
That's
things
one
with
of
my
those
kids.
movies that people don't know, but if you know, you know.
Yeah, because
It's the same writers, directors as Love Actually. It is a beautiful story. Domhnall Gleeson and Rachel McAdams star in this movie.
And what's he in now that people would know he's redheaded? What's he
Well,
do
he was
since
in the Harry
then?
Potter
Star
movies, but
Wars.
he's been in
He's
Star Wars.
Oh, which, by the way,
Nobody's
today's Talk Like Yoda Day. In case you missed this, today is the anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back coming out. That's when Yoda first appeared. So this day is a chance for fans to practice and appreciate Yoda's unique speaking style.
Do that when you're
Do the
being
news like
romantic.
that.
Can I do your news
being
like
romantic
that?
with your wife tonight, guys.
Yeah, hit that.
Hey, yo.
Do your news like that.
All the news
Going down in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan show with Eric.
with you, the force is, Ryan.
RBE.
By the way, Domhnall Gleeson is going to be the lead in the new Office
he's gonna be
remake.
in that? Okay.
Yeah, except they're not going to call it The Office now. They've decided to change the name. It's going to be called The Paper.
I
It's
didn't
going to
even
be
know
called The
his
Paper.
name is
Was going to be
Domhnall
The
Gleeson.
Office, a new season.
Quite
It's-
smart. Stay
Yeah.
away because you don't want people to
Can't
Paper
compare
company.
it. It's going to be called The Paper. Okay, so if you are looking for something to do with the kiddos, you can unleash your inner paleontologist and immerse yourself in a one-of-a-kind prehistoric adventure at the zoo. So they have 6 times more dinosaurs this time around,
Sam.
Yeah, I know.
including
I'm shaking my
60
head
new
now.
dinosaurs at the Houston Zoo.
Yay, because Santiago loves those dinosaurs.
All the lush forest trails to see prehistoric giants that
That's
once
fun.
roamed the earth. It is fun. You can step back in time and see
You
this
guys can
exhibit.
take Santi. Give this mama a break.
Yeah.
It's going on all the way through September
Are you
1st.
sure about that? We're all going to buy him like dinosaur T-shirts there.
I'm
and
gonna hide it.
toys.
Hide it when he gets home.
That's all he'll be talking
That
about.
little trigger thing that has a mouth at the
Oh,
end
yeah,
of
you
it.
can bite the pincher.
yes.
I used to love that thing.
He has a shark one. He loves that.
The
That's
shark?
great.
And for the first time, this is the first time in 15 years where I've been completely alone. So I'm looking for things to do. And I thought this might be fun for couples. I've actually got a friend I'm going to probably do this with. It's Salsa Wednesday. Learn how to salsa dance. And they
Oh,
say
no, you have to have rhythm.
Well, no, I know. I'm working on that. They say no partner needed, but new students
I'm gonna go there by
are
myself,
accepted.
just dance.
And I'm going to go with a
Hump the air.
friend, because I would feel kind of weird being the one guy.
I hope you
there
and
by
Irvin have a
myself.
great time together.
Yes. Hey, Irvin, you ready
Hey,
to go
Irvin.
salsa dancing?
Irvin knows how to split, so he's
Yeah, you can
ready.
do the splits.
I can teach you some merengue.
He did the splits earlier.
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
I almost split.
And then we were
your
going to have
pants.
him on the show for How Did You Stupidly Injure Yourself. I was showing my coworkers how I could do
And I left
splits.
my keys in my pocket.
Nobody wants to
A
puncture
high
that.
kick too.
Oh, yeah, he's doing high kicks.
And he's like a cheerleader with it. His hand can get. I can't do it.
We're gonna do an Instagram video of how high we
Well,
can
of course
kick,
you can't
like
do
the
it.
Rockettes.
You can't even just barely sit down. It's hard for
If
you.
you did it, you'd go into labor. Your
It's
water
hard
would
to tie
break.
my shoes right now.
Yeah, you can't even bend over for that. You
Baby
probably
pop-
should be
Baby
bending over
pop
for
out.
that. You cannot.
Get ready, catch it, Rolla.
Dude, it's all about slip-on shoes and dresses that you can just put over your belly. That's what you're
I
about
know.
right now.
I'm wearing jean shorts.
Slip-on
right now.
shoes. How'd
It's
you
your
even get
own.
the shorts on?
They're
Are they buttoned?
maternity. No, they're maternity.
Make my taco pop.
The girl that doesn't buy maternity clothes is wearing jean shorts.
I think she realized
You gotta put somewhere on that
she's
beach
not going
ball.
to die on that hill completely.
No.
That beach ball.
By the way, if you're interested in this Salsa Wednesday, you go to LatinDanceFactory.com.
Oh, you
So it's
really
every Wednesday.
promote that. You really you get free tickets or something? No.
Can I go backwards for a second?
No, that's not fair. I never play that. I don't play
Wait,
that
can I
game.
go backwards for a second?
But-
Because I never knew the guy Ryan's talking about was Domhnall. What's his name?
Domhnall Gleeson.
And I had to look him up to make sure we're talking about the same redheaded guy, right? Eric from, what's the movie again?
About time.
In 2013, that came out. I knew him from Peter Rabbit because I have children.
Okay.
And it says here, how it says who's it related to? His dad.
Oh, no, that's
he
his
was
dad?
in Braveheart. He was in Bruges. He was in Troy. He plays the
his
king.
dad?
Helen of Troy,
Brendan Gleeson.
which was the question
Oh.
that Sam got
Oh,
wrong
that
today,
guy. I didn't
is
know.
married to the king of Greece in the movie Troy. The guy who plays that is that guy's dad.
He's in a great show, The Dad. It's called Mr. Mercedes.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
His
that
name
show
is
so
Brendan
good.
Gleeson. Is Domhnall Gleeson's dad?
I did not know that.
Look at the nepotism of Hollywood. We didn't know how they're all connected.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool. Okay, coming up next. Did you miss what happened on Closure today? Oh gosh, speaking
No.
of Troy, oh, that's his name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, how is Troy coming around 3 times
We
today?
got a lot of text
Helen
about
of
this.
Troy. Brendan Gleeson was in Troy. Closure had a guy named Troy.
But
Send
wasn't
it, don't
there,
answer.
I never saw High School Musical.
Oh yeah, and people were texting us, Gabby and Troy are the names of High School Musical.
Huh.
So they should have gotten married. What happened on Closure? Find out next on KRBE.
From the Bell Furniture, unbeaten Bell prices traffic desk. 610 North Loop eastbound at Hirsch. There's reports of an accident. We are seeing a heavy slowdown.